Do you know why the father put the ring on the younger brother's hand in the story of the prodigal son? That was a very Jewish thing that a wealthy father would do for his son. What he would do is he would put a ring with the family seal on it. The family crest was on the ring. And whenever the boy showed up in town to buy anything, he didn't carry money. He carried the family crest. And so all he had to do was press that crest into hot wax. Whether it was on a document or a piece of clay. They would even carry little chunks of clay in their pouch. And they'd pull that out and stamp it and hand it over to the merchandise. And the creditor looked at that seal and went and got daddy. Because what that seal said is, my dad's good for it. Do you know when dad gave his son the ring, what he was saying is, go shopping, son. You're home now. I don't give you money. I give you the ring. And we're money obsessed. You don't have to be money obsessed. Be father obsessed. Amen. Be father obsessed. Yes. Daddy's got my best interest in mind. I'm okay. I'm not money obsessed. I've got dad's ring. You see, I'm always going to be okay because I got dad's ring. What a good thing. Jacob goes and has sons, and you know the story. The 12 tribes of Israel are birthed out of Jacob's encounter with God when his name is changed from Jacob to Israel. Jacob, cheater; Israel, prince with God. What a grace encounter. Yeah. And Israel becomes the father of the 12 tribes of Israel, and one of those sons is named Joseph, who the other boys turn on. Listen, this is your family heritage. The family turns on one of their own, acts like he's dead, throws him into a pit, sells him off into slavery. He goes down into a foreign country. They go back and tell dad he's dead, which just nearly ruins dad because he's already lost his wife. And now he loses his son. And Jacob spends most of the rest of his dying days believing that his family's gone. This is how twisted and messed up they were in the earthly realm. And yet God just keeps behind the scenes blessing because he made a promise to their great-grandfather. Isn't that something? He made a promise to Abraham. So God just keeps on blessing in spite of a bunch of snakes, man. Just a bunch of wicked, lying, cheating kids. And yet God keeps moving. And Joseph is the son that ends up in Egypt. Look at this. Next screen. Genesis 39:1. Joseph was taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him from the Ishmaelites who had taken him down there. The Lord was with Joseph, and he was a successful man. And everybody said, amen. And he was in the house of his master. See, sometimes we think favor will keep us out of problems. Wrong. Sometimes God needs one of his kids in the problem. Because he can solve problems if he can get his favor in the middle of it. How's he going to do that? So he lets some of his kids go down in there. And we go, well, God would never let us go into an area like that. Wrong. God would. But God would go with us. That's why you're there. God says, man, I need somebody there. So I'm going to let Joseph go there because I'm going to do great things. He was a successful man. He was in the house of his master, the Egyptian, verse 3. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. Notice that everything Joseph touched prospered because of favor. Do you have verse 4? So Joseph found favor in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer of his house, and all that he had he put under his authority. And there's more, and I'm going to stop there. I want you to notice that Joseph, everything he touched, God blessed him and favored him. And Joseph didn't even understand why. He had a daddy who loved him. He had a grandfather he had heard of named Laughter, and he had a great-grandfather named Abraham, and he knew that somehow, some way, we always win. And it's because of who our family is. And I want you to have the mentality that some way, somehow, we always win because of who our daddy is. Some way, somehow, we always win. It may not look like we're going to win, but we always win because of favor. Odds are stacked against us, and everyone said no. But I appeal to a higher power because I'm not living off of the system. I'm living off my family name. Not my earthly name, my heavenly name. I'm blessed because I'm with believing Abraham. Favor is mine, and it runs in the family. Whatever God said Abraham could have, I could have.